Okay. How many children? There are only 16 of us in the class. What happened to everybody else? Let me see. How many of you have switched on your videos? Who's Charan? Let me see you. Charan, where are you? Dhruvika, Lakshmi Manya, Siddharth Sriniket, Tejas. Where's Siddharth? I can't see you. Dhruvika. Okay. So does anyone have an idea what we're going to learn about today? Yes? Jeshwita has something to say. Where is she? Jeshwita, what do you want to say? Beta, did you raise your hand? No? Okay, fine. All right. Okay. So what are we going to learn about today? Anyone has an idea? Yes? No? Okay. Siri wants to say something. What is it? One minute. Where is she? Here. Yes, beta? What do you want to say, beta, Lakshmi?
Sadachar Sanskar, ma'am.
Yes, Sadachar Samskar class. But what are we going to learn in that? What is the topic for today? That is the question, right? Okay, today what we're going to see is something about, there's a story, okay? Now what happens is, once there was a man who was so scary. He was, the way he was dressed was like a king, but then he looked very fearful. Okay. So then what happened? What was he doing there? Huh? He was seen beating a bull. Okay. He was beating a bull, beating it. He was beating it so badly. And the bull lost three of its legs. Okay. The bull was beaten so badly. And at the side, there was a cow who was sitting over there. Hmm. And what was the cow doing there? The cow was crying. Why was the cow crying? Because it could not see the bull like that. It was in so much of pain, right? The bull. So the cow was very sad. It was not able to see the bull at all in that condition. Now, what happens? Parikshit Maharaj. Yeah, there is a Maharaj, there is a king whose name is Parikshit. He passes by from that side and he sees this whole scene over there. That there is someone here who is beating up the bull and the cow is sitting and crying over there. So, what does Parikshit Maharaj do there? Actually, what happens in the earlier times? What used to happen? The king would go around his kingdom to check if all of his people in the kingdom are living happily, if there's any problem anywhere. So they would go secretly dressed and they would go and see there. Okay, so the same thing was happening over there. Parikshit Maharaj also was taking a round of his kingdom to see if all is well there. And then suddenly he sees the scene happening over there. Okay, and then he gets down from his chariot and he asks, "Who are you? Why are you beating this bull here?" So then he says, "I am Kali. I am Kali and I have broken three of the legs of that bull." Hmm. So then he says, "Why did you do that? I'm going to kill you." He takes out the sword and he wants to kill the Kali. But then Kali says, "No, don't kill me, don't kill me." Why he says? Because I don't want to be killed. Then he says, well, then what let me live somewhere at least. Then he says, where do you want to live? Just somewhere. I need some place, but don't kill me, he says. So then what does Parikshit Maharaj do? He says, okay, fine, let's do one thing. Okay, I will tell you which place you need to live in. You're going to live in those places. Okay, so he says there are 4 places where you can live in. No other place you can live in. Okay, yes. Abhimanyu's son, Parikshit. Very right, Abhigna. Can I see you, beta? Where are you? Okay, you're here, right? Okay, very nice. So he says you can live in 4 different places. One, in the place where there is gambling happening. Second one, where there is intoxication happening. Third, where there is meat eating. And the fourth one is where there is illicit relationships that are happening, illicit activities that are taking place. You're going to live in those 4 places, he says. So Kali Yuga is transferred to those places. Hmm. So Kali is Kali Yuga. Which Yuga are we living in? We are living in the Kali Yuga, right? We had the Satyug earlier, yeah, Dwapar Yuga. Now this is the Kali Yuga, right? So that was the Kali Yuga. What does Kali do? In Kali Yuga, it diverts the mind of a person towards the wrongdoings, towards the wrong thinking. So that is what Kali also was doing in this story here. Hmm. Now, who was the bull over there? The bull represented the bull's 4 legs represented the 4 pillars of dharma. Okay, dharma means duty. Okay, so what are the 4 duties that we have, and what are the 4 legs of that bull? That is what we're going to see today. Okay, all right. Let's share the what is that PPT? 1 minute. Okay, so this is the story of Parikshit Maharaj. Okay, all of you can see? All right. See Parikshit Maharaj on the chariot there, and can you see Kali who is uh, harming the bull over there? It's broken 3 legs of the bull, and there's a cow who's sitting there and watching there and crying there. Okay. Now, who is the cow in this story? The cow is Mother Earth. She's very, very sad to see such activities that are happening over here. Okay. She did not like whatever is going on here. So that's why she's very, very sad. And she's crying. Okay. All right. Now let's see. This is what it is. Okay. When Kali surrenders to the king, Parikshit Maharaj, he says there are 4 places where you can live. And what are the 4 places? First one is gambling, intoxication, violence, and illicit activities. Okay. Now, to know more about what this is, how we should understand the meaning of that, we will see that in the further slides. Okay. Okay. This is how it is. We just discussed, right? The bull means it is the dharma and cow is the mother earth. And what are the 4 legs of the bull? That is truthfulness, austerity, mercy, and cleanliness. These are the 4 legs, and there's only 1 leg that is left. The other 3 legs are broken, right? So, which is the 1 leg which is left? That is truthfulness. Okay, so truthfulness is the only leg which is left, and all the other 3 legs are broken. Austerity is not there, mercy is not there, and cleanliness also is not there. Okay. And which are the places where Kali will live in? Gambling, intoxication, meat eating, and illicit activities. So these are the 4 places where Kali is going to live in. Okay, that is what was told by Parikshit Maharaj. So that is how in Kali Yuga, even now, all these kind of activities are taking place. Okay, all right. Now let's see what is this. Now this is a conversation between the bull and the cow. So if they had a conversation between them, what would they talk? What would the bull and the earth speak to each other? That is what it is all about. Okay, let's read it. Tapah shaucham daya satyam iti padaha krite kritaha. Adharmamshais त्रयो भागनाः स्मया संग मदैस्तव. Okay, what does it mean? In this age of truthfulness, in this age of Satya, four legs were established. Okay, austerity, cleanliness, mercy, and truthfulness. But then only three legs are left, and one leg is broken already. Right? And why is that one leg broken? Because of a religion. What do we mean by a religion? Where the religion is not being followed at all. Okay, where there is so much of ego in the people. I can do everything. I have done all this. All this is mine. But at the end of the day, whose is that? Is anyone going to take it with them when they die? No, right? So people don't realize that. And that is the ego which comes into people, right? Then there's so much of intoxication that happens. Then, uh, because of the women, also so many activities take place which are not right. You know? So all these things are being spoken between the bull and the cow there. Okay. All right. Now, what is this? These are the four pillars of Dharma that we just spoke about. All right. Okay. You can write it down if you want to write, or you'll also get the notes so you can note it down at that time. All right. Okay. See, these are the four regulative principles. Okay. These are the four principles that we should always follow in our lives. Okay. What is the first one? No gambling at all. What do we mean by gambling? What do we mean by gambling? Gambling is when we are betting on something. Someone is playing cricket, will say, okay, this person, this team wins, I'm going to give 100 rupees. The other friend says, okay, that team wins, I'm going to give 200 rupees. So that is all kind of betting, right? Which is not the right thing to do at all. You should never get into such things, right? Okay, then the next one is no meat eating. We should never eat meat. We should never kill animals. We should not do that, right? We don't have the right to give birth to someone like that, right? Why are we going to kill them? Even if I'm giving a birth to a child, does it mean that I can kill the child? No. We don't have the right to kill any living being on this earth at all. Okay. Next one is intoxication. Intoxication is liquor, having liquor, then smoking. All these things also should not be done because that is such a state of mind that the person gets into where they cannot think at all, right? So that also is not a right thing to do. Then no illicit activities. Okay. There should be no two people staying together who are not supposed to be together. Like someone is already married, then they want to live with somebody else. That should not happen. Then there should be no illicit activities. There should be no wrongdoings. Okay. So all these things should also be not done. These are the four regulative principles. Okay. At the end of the class, I'm going to ask you, let me see who is going to give an answer to this question. Okay. So make a note of it quickly. All right. Okay. So then what do we have to do to stay away, okay, from these four things? Now, these are the four things, four regulative principles. So what is it that we should do to stay away from them? This is what we have to do. We have to always speak the truth, okay? We should never tell lies. Hmm? If your mother says, okay, who did this? I didn't do. They did, brother did, sister did. Yeah, that's what we do, right? We never accept, right? So we should never tell lies. Then eat sattvic food. Sattvic food means what? Something that is food that is offered to Krishna, and then we eat that, right? So that is called sattvic food. No onion, no garlic, no caffeine in that, right? So that is called sattvic food. It has to be offered to Krishna first, and then we eat that as bhoga, right? Okay. Then the next one is worship to Lord Krishna. Okay. We have to worship to Krishna. When we worship, what happens? Our concentration goes there, then going to all other places. Right? Agree? Okay. Then we have legal relationships according to Vedic scriptures. See, what does that mean? Now, when there is a, like we just discussed some time ago, no illicit relationships where there are two people who are already married. Again, should not go and live with somebody else. They have to live with their own spouses. So that is how things change. Okay. All right. Now let's see the next one. Okay. So the first point we're going to discuss is mercy. Okay. Now, what are we going to discuss in this? Devotees are merciful because they spare poor animals. Huh? So when we come into this class, whoever are the devotees, not just this class, when we go to the temple, we think about the Lord, we pray to the God all the time. What happens? We show mercy to the poor animals. Why? Because they can't speak, right? So unless we harm them, they are not going to harm us. So let's not trouble them, and they will not trouble us. That's how simple it is, right? So the devotees are always merciful towards poor animals. Then, when an animal is killed, it creates a fight flight response. Okay. Now, when someone shouts at you, you suddenly get scared, right? So, there is a kind of um, fear that is developed, right? So, the same thing happens in animals as well. When a person goes with a knife to kill that animal gets scared. When the animal gets scared, then what happens? A bad hormone gets into the animals, which is not at all good. And then people happily kill it and eat it. So that hormone which is developed in the animal when it is killed, that goes into our mouth and then into our stomach also. Then we also tend to become like them, right? So all this is going into the bad way and the wrong way. Okay. And because of all this, what happens? A person gets into tamo and rajoguna. All of you have learned about the three gunas, right? Yes? Have you learned about all the three gunas? Yes? Show me a thumbs up quickly. Show me a thumbs up. Have you learned about the three gunas? Only Pavitra is saying yes. Siri is saying yes. What about the remaining? No, you have not learned? You don't remember? Sanvika also. Okay, very nice. Okay. So when we do bad things, we go the wrong way. We get into tamo or the rajoguna, right? So what should we do? We should always eat vegetarian food. Vegetarian also means no onion, no garlic, right? And no caffeine in that. So we should only eat vegetarian food, sattvic food that we can offer to the Lord. And then we should also, yes, beta Pavitra? Okay. And we should also eat only things like grains, fruits, cereals, milk, that can be offered to Krishna. So this is the only food that we should eat. Okay? Any food that we can offer to the Lord, all that food is eatable. When we eat good food, we can think good, right? So when we think good, we show mercy towards the animals as well. We wouldn't do anything bad to them at all, right? Okay. This was the first one, that is mercy. Okay. Then the second one, austerity. Okay. The second one is austerity, which means tap. Okay. Tap means meditation. Now, what is this meditation and this tap or austerity is all about? That is what we will see. Okay. When we do something bad, what happens? We start thinking about it all the time. Now, if a person has liquor, does that person or smokes, is that person in a state of mind to think about anything? Not at all. The brains are not working at all of that person. Then what does that person think about? Think about more bad things, drinking more, smoking more, wanting to go hurt somebody. We don't want all these kind of thoughts in our minds, right? So we should concentrate on Krishna. So our meditation or concentration should be on the Lord. So that is when all our senses that are there in the picture on the right side, can you see? Yes, you can see. What are all they? They are all our senses, right? All our senses, the eyes that we can see with, the ears that we can hear with, yeah, and the tongue where we can speak or we eat bhoga with that, the hands where we do our work with, and the nose where we smell, right? A person who drinks and smokes, isn't that person smelling bad? The person smells bad, right? So we should not take any bad smell into us. We should take only good smell. What is that good smell? You light an agarbatti in front of the incense stick in front of the Lord. You smell that. You offer flowers to the Lord. You can smell that after you take off the flowers from there, right? And the bhoga, yeah, the bhoga, the tasty, tasty food that you offer to the Lord, you can smell that. You can eat that, correct? So that is how we can use all our senses in doing the right things. And we should always look at Krishna, correct? You should not look at all the bad things. What do we do these days? We're watching shorts, we're watching this, that, everything else we're watching, except something to do with the Lord, except something to do with the spirituality. We are doing everything else. Correct? Now, what can we do? If you have to use the phone, you can watch a story about Prahlad Maharaj. You can watch some other stories about the other people in this scriptures that are there, right? Then you can do chanting on the phone also. Yeah, you have chanting, you have Prabhupada's chanting there. You can put that on and you can start chanting with that on the phone. So use it for good things, right? Okay. Now I'll take a break here. Okay. And I want to know all those people who have questions so far. Please raise your hands and ask me questions. Then I will go forward with the remaining two of them. Okay. The remaining two will be truthfulness and cleanliness. Okay. So far, anyone has questions, you can raise your hands and you can ask me. Who has questions? Sri has a question? No? Okay. Anybody else has any questions? You want to ask something? Okay. Uh, Sriniket is asking, what is gambling? We discussed, right? What is gambling? Where you go betting. You say, you watching cricket. You will say, I'll give you money if that team wins. And the other person says, I will give you this much more money if the other team wins. Right? So that kind of thing is gambling. Okay. Then who else has
Hare
questions? What is
Krishna.
bhoga? Yes, ma'am.
Hare Krishna Mate Sadar Pranam.
Ji Mataji, pranam.
Okay, I just need a conversation. Okay.
Yes, yes, sure.
Hare Krishna, everybody. Have you all attempted the test? You know the ending time of the test? Do you know? Kritikshan, Pavitra, Parinit, Lakshmi, Manya. Have you all attempted the test? Okay. Aparna, you have not. Why? Please attempt the test. It's going to close today at 10 p.m. Okay? So you have to attend. Okay? Done. And you know about the oral test too? You know na, in order to complete level 2, you have to share a video to me, okay? When in which you are reciting 2 shlokas of Bhagavad Gita, okay? Syllabus has already been shared. You have the timing till this Saturday, okay? So you have to share a video of oral test. Then you will be qualified in level 2 and you will reach to level 3, okay? And third thing is, where are your Goshala activities? I am still waiting. Pavitra, Parinit, Lakshmi Manya has shared. Jashvita, Himaswara, Swastika. Where is your Goshala activity? And where are your art and craft activity? Where are your activities? I'm still waiting for your activities. Yes, Aparna, do you want to ask something?
Ma'am, are you asking about yesterday's test?
Yes, I'm asking about MCQ test.
Yeah, I did MCQ test. Miss,
Okay, okay.
I have one more doubt.
Yes, please.
We don't have any goshalas here.
So you can feed any cow nearby you, okay? And you can click a photo or video, whatever you want to share, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Please share
Ma'am,
as soon as possible. Uh,
ma'am, I have one more doubt.
yes, please.
When we open the reaction panel, we can see after raising hand, we can see something under like be right back.
You are unable to back, is it?
No, ma'am. When we take the reaction panel, down the raise hand, we have be right back.
Oh,
Like
I don't know. What is it in your Zoom?
Beta, what are you trying to do there? What do you want to do?
I am trying to close that be right back thing.
Okay. You don't get an option to lower the hand there? It's only to raise hand, is it?
I can get a no. I cannot get a Yeah, I can get a option to lower hand, but
That's
I have a doubt. What is this be right back under the raise hand?
okay. That is just a Zoom option, which gives you an option to say to tell the other person a message to say I'm going to be right back. So that means you're not attending the class. You're going somewhere and coming back, right? So you don't have to use that option. All you will use is to raise your hand and to lower your hand. Okay.
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 All right.
Kian, Liana, do you have any doubt regarding test or activities? Do you? Or are you having a doubt in the session? Wait a second. Please raise your hand if you have any doubt in activities and test.
What?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Please speak individually. I can't understand your words otherwise.
We not take the test.
You have not give the test, is it?
Yeah.
But why didn't you give the test? Please give, it is open till 10 p.m. Okay? After 10 p.m., you will
Okay.
not be able to give the test.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, ma'am.
Yes, Swastika, do you have any doubt in oral test and activities? Please share your activities. You know, there are two activities. One is Goshala activity and another one is craft, art and craft activity. Hai na? So you have to share, okay?
Ma'am, which art and craft activity, ma'am?
Didn't you attend yesterday's session? Sunday class.
Ma'am, my Bharatnatyam class was there, ma'am.
Oh, it was, you can go through the recording. It's there in the recording. Okay, you can watch the recording and you can share your art and craft activity. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, ma'am.
Yes, yes, Rishika. Do you have any doubt? I am watching that you are not giving the test. Okay, that's why I'm here to tell you all that you will not be eligible for level 3. Yes, Rishika. Hare
Hello,
Krishna.
activity.
You are not audible, Trishika. Can you please repeat?
Ma'am, what is the second activity I have done?
You have to
The art
share
and craft
Goshala
one.
activity. Goshala activity. You have to go to Goshala and feed a cow. You have to record a video or a photo, and you can share it to me. Okay. Okay. Done. And please don't forget about your oral test. If you have any doubt in activities and oral test, you can DM me. Okay, my number is there in the group description. Okay, now I'm just over to you, ma'am. Hare Krishna, everybody.
Okay. So coming back to the class, does anyone have any other doubts over here? So far, do you have any doubts? No? Okay, let's continue. And then at the end of the class, I am going to ask you questions. Okay, let's see who can answer to the questions. Okay, how many of you are going to stay and how many are going to leave now? I'll get to know. Yeah, okay. All right. So we discussed about austerity and truthfulness, two of them. Okay. Now we're going to discuss about cleanliness and the next one is, sorry, truthfulness and cleanliness is left. We finished on mercy and austerity. Okay. Abhigna, better, can we take your doubt after the two slides? Okay. We'll finish the two slides first and then we'll take your doubt. Okay. In the meanwhile, if you want to put it in the chat box, I'll look it there. Okay. All right. Okay, the next one here, the first one was mercy. Then after that is austerity. And then we have truthfulness after that. How many of us tell lies here in this class? Tell me that. Raise your hands. How many of us tell lies in the, to your mother, friends, or neighbors, or anybody else? How many of us tell lies here? Yeah, how many of you raised your hands? Let me see. Let me see who all raised your hands. Aparna, you tell lies? Yes. Okay. Pavitra also does. Okay, we have very, very sincere children. Very nice. It's good to accept that you do something like that. Even Pratikshan does it. Okay. Sanvika also does it. Okay. But the first thing to do is you accepting that you do something like that is a great thing to do. The next step is you have accepted that you have done something like that, right? Telling lies is not a nice thing to do. So now the next step is to make sure you realize that that's a mistake. Now the next thing is to make sure you do not tell lies ever again in life, right? Because once you tell one lie, then it builds up one big tower, and then it falls down one day, and then you don't know till where you're going to go telling lies about that thing. And then finally, you won't even remember what you've told whom. That many lies will build up in that one lie, right? So that's not the right way we want to go in, right? So that is why we have to always be truthful. We should speak the truth and never tell lies at all. Okay, and telling truth is the most important thing that any religion will recommend a person to do. Right? That's a basic principle that any religion is going to tell you to do is to speak the truth and never tell lies at all. So what happens now if I tell lies? Yeah, I will not be able to look at you eye to eye contact. I will not be able to have with you. But if I tell lies, I will be looking here, I will be looking there when I'm talking. I will not at all look at the person in front and I will not talk at all, right? So that's why we should not get into any such activity where we will tell lies and not be able to look in front to the other person and talk at all, right? So that's why we should always be truthful, never speak lies at all, right? Okay. So when it says there's a point here, a devotee always remembers that he is the eternal servant of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So when we are servants of the Lord, we should never ever tell lies at all, right? Okay. So that is something that we should always remember. Okay. Then the next one is cleanliness. Okay. Cleanliness, the other word for that is also called shaucham. Shaucham means cleanliness. Okay. And what does cleanliness means? Cleanliness means get up having a brush in the morning, then have a bath. Yes. And you are clean. Wear clean clothes and you are done. Right? That's not the only part of cleanliness. Inside the head, what all garbage do we have filled? We need to take that also off. Telling lies, hurting somebody, thinking bad for somebody, all the time planning, plotting. Okay, I'm going to do this to that person. He took my pencil today. I'm going to go give one slap today. I'm going to go give one blow today. So thinking about all these things are also going on in our mind, which is also impure, right? So that is why we should get into the purity mode and come out of all this. Okay, so that is also a part of cleanliness. Okay, so we should also have a bath every day, at least once a day, and possibly 3 times a day. We should have a bath. Okay, and we should always keep our heart and mind clean and keep no bad thoughts for anybody at all. All right. So that is the internal cleaning. Hmm? Okay. Then what does Krishna say to this? He says, "Na shaucham na pi chara charo na satyam teshu vidyate." He says, "Na shaucham, no cleanliness, na pi chara charo, no proper behavior, na satyam, there is no truthfulness at all." So the one who is not clean, the one who remains dirty all the time, how is that person? That person is never clean, nor physically, nor mentally. Is that person clean at all? Yeah. That person's behavior also will not be good. He will go beating somebody, he'll go fidgeting with something. When we are talking, when I'm now, if I'm talking to you, you're all looking at me, right? But if a person who is not at all clean in heart and mind and body, what does that person do? The person will keep looking everywhere else, playing, doing something or the other. But you are not like that, right? All of you are clean in your heart, mind, and your body. So that's why you're looking at me when I'm telling you something. So that is what happens when we are clean internally and externally. And we will always speak the truth. Now, whoever accepted here, yeah, that they tell lies, good thing that you have accepted. Yes, but don't stop there. Next thing is to improve it, to change it to no telling lies at all from now onwards. Okay? Telling lies doesn't give us anything at all. It doesn't take us anywhere at all. Okay? So keep all your surroundings clean, keep your body clean, keep your mind and heart clean. to keep everything clean around you and inside you. Okay, so that is cleanliness. All right. Okay, let's read the last point. It says, out of pure devotion, the devotee wants to make the best and cleanest offering of worship to the Lord. So when we are thinking about the Lord, what do? We want to offer the cleanest and the best food to the Lord. Yeah, we want to make sure that our a place where the God is kept, that place is kept neat and clean. Yes. So we want to keep cleanliness there also. We want to offer flowers to the Lord. That also should be nice, brought from the place which is not fallen down, which is not broken. Get flowers which are full and complete. Yeah. And then offer it to the Lord. So all that we want to do is all the time we want to do good things for the Lord. Right? Okay. Now, question time. Before that, we have one last thing here is where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, okay, that in this age of Kali Yuga, a person, how can they become clean mentally inside the body? Outside, so we have a bath and we are clean. Our surroundings are clean by sweeping and keeping all the place clean, right? Internally, how does a person get clean? Do we have a broom to clean inside? Yes? No, right? So then how are we going to clean? By chanting. By chanting the Mahamantra, Hare Krishna Mahamantra. That is how we are going to cleanse the internal body inside. That is the mind and the body, inside the body, heart and the mind. Okay? All right. Anyone has any questions so far? Still? No? Still no questions? There's something here on the chat. Let me see if there's any question. Okay, there was a question. Bhoga. Okay. What is the meaning of bhoga? Bhoga means this. Eat sattvic food. We have a picture there. You can see that, right? So when we offer food to the Lord and then we eat that, that is called bhoga. Offering bhoga to the Lord, which is without any onion, garlic, or caffeine, that is sattvic food. We offer it to the Lord. That is called bhoga, offering bhoga to the Lord. And then we eat that. We eat the prasadam after that. Okay, so that offering to the Lord is the food that we are offering to the Lord is bhoga. Okay, the term used is bhoga. What are we giving in bhoga? Sattvic food. Okay, all right. We have something else here in the chat. Let's see quickly. Okay, what is the art and craft activity? It's still not clear, beta. The art and craft activity, yes. Yesterday's Mataji, could you please clear the art and craft activities once?
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna, everybody. So you have to draw something about on the basis of shloka, okay? And for more details, you can go through the recording. It's there in the group, okay? Art recording करके. So you can go through the recording, okay? It's there as art recording. Okay.
Is that
Or you
clear?
can DM me. You can DM me if you still have any doubt and you don't know how to do that. Then you can DM me, okay? Okay.
Okay.
Hare
Nobody
Krishna,
has,
everybody.
yeah, nobody has any other doubts, right? No? Okay, question time. What are the four principles that we should follow? What are the four principles? What are the four legs? Who can tell me? Hema Swara has raised hand. Where is Hema? I cannot see Hema, but Jeshwita has raised her hand. Yes,
Ma'am, the
Jeshwita.
first is speak truth.
Yes, speaking the truth. What is the second one?
Don't eat meat.
Yes. Do you know all four of them? Can you tell them?
Ma'am, the third one is no
Hmm?
intellectual relationships.
Illicit. Something that is not legal.
Illicit
Okay?
relationships.
Yes.
Yeah.
Something that the scriptures don't allow us to do. Those kind of relationships, those kind of activities are called illicit activities.
I don't know that
one which is related about drinking or something.
Intoxication. You will get the notes,
Yes.
so you can write the words from there. Okay?
Yes.
All right. Who we have next is
Hare
Gorak.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Ma'am, we
Yes,
should
beta.
always speak the truth, ma'am. We should
Hmm?
not eat meat.
Hmm?
We should always worship Lord Krishna because he's our God.
Hmm? That's all?
Yes, ma'am. No, only this.
Okay, fine. See, let's see what Kian has to say. Kian? Are you able to? Yes.
Yes. Eat sattvic food.
Yes, eating
Legal
sattvic
instruction
food.
according to Vedic scripture. No alcoholics.
Yes, no alcoholic. Very nice.
Always speak the truth.
Yes, always speak the truth. What else?
Worship Lord Krishna because
Yes.
he does 5 senses.
Okay. I saw you only playing around. Still, you heard whatever I was saying? Yes?
Ma'am, I have one request.
Yes, beta?
I have one request. No.
Yes, tell me.
We are going to one more. You said go to it, ma'am. Why?
What is it, beta?
No request. What?
No?
No. Hare Krishna,
Okay.
ma'am.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, ma'am.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna, ma'am.
Okay. Parineet.
Ma'am, we always speak truth and eat sattvic food.
Hmm?
And we don't say lies.
Yes. All of you have given me answers. But you know what? You have mixed the answers. Yeah? You have mixed the answers. Let me see if anyone else is there who can give me the right answers. We still have Aparna and Sanvika. Let's take it quickly, okay?
Means I don't have anything to say.
Nothing to say.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't remember any of the 4 principles?
Mm,
You did not write it down?
no, I don't have book handy around here.
Okay. The next time you take a book and take a pen and sit down and attend the class. Okay? All right. Okay. Hema. Okay. Srinikit.
Ma'am, what was the question?
What are the 4 principles that we need to follow?
No, never tell lie.
Hmm?
Always eat sattvic food.
Hmm?
Always worship the Lord. And
Okay.
follow the legal Vedic scriptures.
Being very smart, reading it from the screen behind, right? Okay. All right. Now I'll give you the answer here. Okay. You lower your hands. Okay. I'll give you the answer. Hema wants to say something.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, beta.
Ma'am, the 4 principles are mercy,
Hmm?
cleanliness,
Hmm?
and I'm not getting other 2.
Okay, I'll give you the answer. Okay, all of you lower your hands. We'll quickly go through the 4 principles. We also have to do the chanting, right? So I'll give the answer to you here. Okay. All right. What are the 4 legs of the bull? Huh? Truthfulness, austerity, mercy, and cleanliness. These are the 4 legs of the bull. Okay. And what are the 4 principles that we need to follow? It's written there, but let me show you the slide here. Okay, the four principles are these. One is no gambling, no meat eating, yeah, no alcohol, and no illicit relationship or activities. So these are the four principles that we have to follow. Okay, so now you understood what are the differences there. Okay, I'll show you this chart one more time. Can you see who is talking there? Who wants to say something? No? Okay. So when we are gambling, we don't understand what we are doing, and in a fit of anger, in a fit of tension, what do? We tell lies, right? So that's why we should not do gambling, and we should always speak the truth. Okay? And intoxication, when a person is drunk, either by liquor or by smoking, then what happens? They're not able to concentrate. They don't. Their mind is not in place. They don't understand what they're doing. So to get out of that, what do? Austerity. Yeah, you have to make sure you control your senses, your mind, and what do? You put all of that in the service of the Lord. Okay, then meat eating, have you need to have mercy. Why? Because you can't kill any of the living beings, so you're not going to do meat eating also. So that's why you need to have mercy. The meat eating will go away from us, right? Then the last one is illicit activities. Any illicit activities will not be done when our mind is clean, right? If we have good thoughts in our mind, we are going to do good deeds also, right? So there'll be no illegal or illicit activities also as per the scriptures that's prescribed, right? So that is how they are all related. Okay. So the four principles are no gambling, intoxication, meat eating, or illicit activities. These are the four principles that we have to follow. And for that, what do we have to do? We have to speak the truth. We have to have austerity, mercy, and cleanliness in us. Yes? Now all of you understood how you have to give the four principles and what do we have to do to follow those four principles. Okay? All right. There's still something more here in the chat. Let me check quickly. Okay, it's the same thing. Answers. Hema. Hema still wants to say something. Better raise your hand so I can quickly unmute you.
No, ma'am.
No, you're done? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, all right. So all of you go on mute. Let's start with the chanting now. Okay? All ready? Where's your mala? Let me see. Let me see. Do you have a mala with you? Go get it quickly. Let's start with the chanting now. Okay? Very nice, Sanvika.
Ma'am, I don't have.
No problem. The Lord doesn't say you need to have a mala to do austerity, right? Now, what are we doing? We're doing austerity. What are we using to do austerity? What are we doing there? We are using our tongue to speak, and then we are using our ears to hear what we are chanting, right? And then see, there's a Krishna's picture there behind under austerity. So we are seeing Krishna with our eyes, right? So nice way to do the austerity chanting, right? Let's start. Okay? Okay. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Okay, we'll stop the chanting here. Okay, anyone who is not finished, you can continue chanting after the class. Okay, all right. There is one thing here on the slide, if you can see. Yeah, anybody has observed? There are two lines here. Okay, at the end of the slide, can you see that? Can you see it now? It says there is an example of Hiranyakashipu there. Okay, what does it say? Hiranyakashipu also did tap, and okay, Hiranyakashipu also did meditation, austerity, tap. Okay, and Prahlad Maharaj also did it. But then what did Hiranyakashipu do? He wanted, he wanted to become the Lord, right? So that is why he would say, "I am the Lord." What you're worshipping Krishna? He would tell Prahlad Maharaj. But then Prahlad Maharaj was not at all like that. Prahlad Maharaj said, "No, Krishna is everything to me," right? And he always prayed and prayed and only prayed. He never asked, "Oh God, give me this. Oh God, give me that." He never said anything like that at all. Yeah. So that is austerity, like Prahlad Maharaj did. So that is what we all have to do. Okay. We should not become like Hiranyakashipu, where we pray to God and then we say a list of things. Give me this, give me that, do this for me, do this, that for me. That is not what we will do. Okay. Because that is not austerity. All right. Okay, we come to the end of the class, and then do remember to send all your pictures, your videos of Goshala, of all the other activities. Okay? All right. Chalo. Hare Krishna to everybody. Hare Krishna. Mataji?
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Yes, we can end.
Okay.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
ma'am.
Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.